Hi guys, what's up? Hope you're doing good, and I'm back with another video. And this video is about the case study based MCQs. Yes, I've been receiving a lot of questions about case study based MCQs. Sir, what should we do to exclusively study on these case study based MCQs? How do I go about, what is my approach and all that with respect to? Actually speaking, you don't have to do anything special for a case study based MCQ, but you have to be fundamentally strong with your concepts. And I'm going to repeat this statement of you being fundamentally strong at least 10 times by the end of this video, because I'm going to prove you today with an example that I've picked up from the May 2020 RTPs. Unfortunately, the exams didn't happen, so let us at least use that for our help, and then try and understand how case study based MCQs work. What is the case study, what are the questions being asked, what is the connection, everything is going to be explained using an example. I will do a similar video for IT-EIS-SM also, but this one is exclusively for audit, and both IPCC and inter students, make sure that you understand how you are going to deal with case study based MCQs and relieve that tension completely. So let's get started. Okay, so as I told you, we're not going to talk about things in the air. We will have proper examples. That's what you're seeing on screen. We'll take a couple of examples, and of course, I've taken these examples from the May 2020 RTP of audit. And of course, since the attempt didn't happen, I think at least it should be of some help. Now, first and foremost thing, let me read the case study and make you understand. As I told you, there is very less connection between what you see actually in the case study and what the questions are. So in this example, they've asked you 5 questions. First, let's take a quick read at the case study, and then we will see what the MCQs are. So going by that, Messrs. J&K Associates have been appointed as auditors of Venus Limited for FY 1920. Okay, that's cool. The team consists of both Mr. J&K, chartered accountants, and they also are the engagement partners, along with staff of 2 article students. While starting the audit work, the engagement partners briefed about the audit staff about their work which they are supposed to do and the areas to be covered, and various auditing concepts and their application in audit of Venus Limited, along with applicable standards on audit. Various topics like audit planning, overall audit strategy, audit program were discussed in detail. So this particular line emphasizes that this is a case study which is on overall audit strategy, audit program and audit plan. The team was about the purpose and implication of various statements and guidance notes issued by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India from time to time. Mr. K also briefed the team about the concept of materiality to be applied. So maybe you will now see questions on materiality also in the case study. So basically this is from the chapter Audit Planning and Audit Strategy, where they've asked you 5 questions based on this case study. Now, why did I tell you that there is no connection between the case and the questions is something that I'm going to prove you now. So hardly any information is given in the case. They just created a scenario, that's all, where they told 2 people are engagement partners and there is a set of people who are working as audit assistants. And look at the questions which will have no connection in any manner. Based on the above facts, we are asked to answer about the MCQs. First one, dash sets out the scope, timing and direction. Dash sets out the scope, timing and direction. Now that's a straight arrow. You can say that the overall audit strategy sets the scope, timing and direction. I have in all my classes emphasized on STD. So straight answer you can pick up. I've already marked the answers in bold so that I just want you to understand how easy these are. You need not do any kind of special preparation for case study. As I told you, you need to just go by the content. If you are very clear about doing all the chapters on your regular basis, case study questions can easily be answered. Let's do one more question here. The establishment of overall audit strategy and detailed audit plan are not necessarily discrete or sequential process, but they're closely interrelated. Absolutely, that is 100% true. That statement is correct. And also he says statement 2, the auditor shall establish an overall audit strategy which will guide plan, which is also a true statement. So both these statements are correct. Now if you are wondering where these lines came from, the first and second question, let me also for a minute take you to my material. I will show you these lines are exactly there as they are. So let's take a minute to see what exactly that is. I'll show you that part. This is the chapter's material, and we will now see from where we are actually picking up that. If you can come and see here the first question, let's consider this paragraph. Okay, on overall audit strategy, it's a very first dash sets the scope, timing and direction. They gave you this, so all you need to do is to see and understand how this worked. You just got to have that understanding on what are we talking about. So it's a very simple straight question. Dash sets the scope, timing and direction. Now if you have read this line back when you are doing your preparation, that's all, you got your 1 mark. So all I request people to do is be confident when you are reading the subject and understand the smallest of the nuances, because they make a big deal. And let me not again lie, I will show you the second question also that we talked about now. Is again a straight question. You can see here, the establishment of overall audit strategy are not necessarily discrete but are closely interrelated. Do you see that statement? Yeah, I think I did show you that statement just now. So it's a straight thing from the book. You don't have to kind of do any extra preparation for a case study, which I'm again going to prove you through this. So you can see that. The second statement says the auditor shall establish overall audit strategy that guides through the audit plan. So let us again go back. I think we should do a couple of more questions and then we can go back and cross check from our materials. Taking you to the next question, the third one. Dash means the amount set by the auditor at less than materiality for financial statement as a whole. The moment you see that less than materiality for financial statement as a whole, you should recollect that this is nothing but the definition of performance materiality. It's very much there in standard number 320. It's a straight arrow definition, nothing much to discuss or debate on it. So questions will be like this only, guys, very easy. Let us now move on to question number 4, wherein we are talking about which of the following is not an example of benchmark. Not an example. That's a definition straight out of the book. You can take dash percentage of dash. In the second dash, you can fill profit before tax, total revenues, total expenses, total assets. You can take different things. And in the options that are given to you, total revenue, profit before tax, net asset value, you can take all of them. So the answer is none of the above. And question number 5 looks like question from the very first chapter, which talks about two things called statements and guidance note. I hope you remember what those are. Statements and guidance note. They made some emphasis about that. Guidance notes are issued by ICAI, providing guidance to members on matters which arise in course of their professional work. That's absolutely true. Statements are issued by ICAI with a view to secure compliance. Now these lines are also there in your book straight away. Guidance notes are recommendatory in nature, statements are mandatory in nature. Technically speaking, all these 4 statements are absolutely correct. So if you see what I did in the last 5 questions is I have not gone back to the case only. These are just scenario based questions, very straight out of the book. I did show you the material for the first one. I can as well show you the material quickly for materiality question also, so that it will re-emphasize the belief that we are trying to talk about something which is very very straight and simple. So don't really panic about anything here. It's very easy that you have to see that these kind of questions make a lot of sense, and you can see there straight out of that material we will now pick up the definition of performance materiality. Check this out straight from the material. Dash means amount or amount set aside was the question they asked, and that is the answer there. From the next paragraph in this, you can see what is benchmark materiality. That is also a concept directly out of your book. So there again they gave the answers, the examples of benchmarks. Examples for benchmarks can be profit before tax, total revenue, net asset value, all these can be taken. So questions will be out of your book. You don't need any exclusive preparation for these MCQs is what I was actually trying to tell you. So many times I've told this in the past, but now I want to re-emphasize. Actually, I don't want to elaborate this video with one more example, but please go to the last RTP from May 2020 and you will find one more case which is from the 6th chapter, Audit in Computerized Environment. There is a case there also, answers are straight out of the book. So please fundamentally strengthen your concepts, and I believe everything is going to work well after that. So if you can do that, I think you will obviously be able to secure good marks even in case based MCQs. And don't waste a lot of time doing so many practice questions of MCQs and all that. Spend more time on reading the concepts, understanding them, and fundamentally strengthening yourself with that. As I told you, if you can do that, MCQs will not be a bothering. If your concepts are bad and if you sit and solve so many MCQs, you are not going to excel in that. So please make sure that you put all your efforts to strengthen the concepts very well. Thank you for watching this video, and if you have liked this video, you know what you're supposed to do, and if you're new to this channel, you also know what to do. So do the needful and share this video with your friends for their benefit as well. I will see you in my next video. Thank you.